myself. But I will tag some people down below. I saw Nat Nonsense ASMR do this, and I loved it, so I thought I would put my 2 cents. I'm also going to chew some gum ever so lightly. Ever so lightly. My throat is kind of dry. It's been a long day. And I need a little pick me up, okay? Just a little. Just a little. My favorite. Icebreakers, ice cubes, black cherry. And of course, the loud cars are commencing. If you've been here for a while, you know that I'm kind of allergic to gum. But ever so often, I just gotta treat myself. Okay. I'm also rocking my moo-moo. So, yes, I am in my nightgown right now. I'm just slightly preparing myself for bed. It is super late, and I do have to wake up early. My dad's all-star game is tomorrow, so of course I am attending. So I have to wake up early to prepare for the festivities. My dad is a pitcher, by the way. Okay. Let's begin. A food that's overrated. A food that is overrated. The first food that came to mind was definitely French fries. Okay. I know, everyone loves them. And honestly, in general, McDonald's, in general, I really don't like McDonald's, and I don't get the hype. Now, I think it was last year that I had like a semi hyperfixation with a McChicken. Okay, it was affordable, and I just wanted an Also, the whole process to get your meal, it's a bit much, especially if you're an introvert and you really want to talk to the least amount of people as possible. Like, Sarah, come on, like you're doing the most. Have you seen that TikTok of the Chick-fil-A guy that's like really, really extra? I couldn't do it. I would seriously have to roll up my window in the middle of him saying whatever. I cannot stand anyone that is too happy, too peppy at their job. Like, there needs to be a certain medium. Like, I don't want someone giving me sass or completely ignoring me either. Like, I want the service, but you can't be doing all that. You can't be doing all that. I would just have to roll up my window and hit pause. Also, with french fries, I hate the fact that you don't have too much time to eat the french fries. Like, you have to eat them fresh, because give it 15 minutes, 30 minutes, and it's not tasting the same. It's not even looking the same. It's a no for me. It's a no for me. And why is it that every like fast food restaurant that has to be like their main side? Can we do something else? Can we please? Okay. Next up, a book opinion that would mildly annoy people. I've said it before, so this isn't going to be anything surprising, but I do not like romance books in general. In general, they are a no-go. Even more so, I just hate how romance novels, like the front covers typically they look super bright and cartoony and just super juvenile. The blurbs give me cringe rage. The titles are horrible. Now, I really, really despise romance novels that are seasonal. Like the Christmas romance novels, or the like summer at the beach romances. No. I'm not into it. I'm not into it. It's like reading a really bad Hallmark movie. Let me see if I can just pull up a random blurb. Let's see. I'm gonna go to Barnes and Nobles real quick. Let's see, what do we got? Here you can see just how colorful these books tend to be. Okay, let me pick one. Problematic summer romance. Let's see what you're all about. Maya Kilgore is 23 and still in the process of figuring out her life. Aren't we all? Connor Harkness is 38 and Maya cannot stop thinking about him. Okay, that's an age gap, but that's an age gap. It's such a cliche, it almost makes her heart implode. Older man and younger woman, successful biotech guy and struggling grad student, brother's best friend and the girl he never even knew existed. As Connor loves to remind her, the power dynamic is too imbalanced. Any relationship between them would be problematic in it's real or not. Okay. What's the next one? A piece of advice that is wildly outdated. Sticks and stones may break my bones, but words could never hurt me. I think that that is so far from the truth because words can leave a lot of scars, although you may not see it. They are there. And words can be even more so harmful because they stay with you. They stay with you. And I think telling a young child that is doing very much a disservice to them and how they view the world and how they talk to people. Telling that to a young child can be extremely harmful. You're essentially telling that child that if someone says cruel, mean things to you, just shake it off because it has no effect on you, because it's not hurting you physically, it's not breaking skin, it's not bruising you, it's not leaving any scratches, any marks on you. But we know that it very much is. It hurts you up here. It hurts you mentally, it hurts your soul, it hurts your heart. And those words stay with you, whatever they may be, and they could shape the very perception you have of yourself. That could completely change the very core of you, the thing that makes you beautiful. You internalize it as ugly because of all these words that are being told about you. So, I think that that advice should be a thing of the past. Should be a thing of the past. Okay. Next up. A popular life hack you think complicates things. This one was kind of hard for me. I couldn't really think of anything because I don't really participate in hacks. One hack that I could think of, I wouldn't really say it complicates things, but it just really doesn't work. But I love my iced coffee, so I was told if you pour coffee into an ice tray, pop it in the freezer, you'll have little coffee cubes of ice essentially, and you could put it into your iced coffee, and so your coffee won't get diluted with all of the ice cubes. If they start to melt away, what will melt essentially is just more coffee. But I just find that the coffee cubes, they don't really hold up. They melt rather quickly, more quickly than an actual ice cube. And so the longevity of a coffee cube is not good. It's not the equivalent of an ice cube. I don't know why, but it just isn't. doesn't even work that good. And also, like, if you're gonna eat a strawberry, you could just eat the strawberry with the leaf and just until you get to the leaf part, and you're good. You're done. I don't get hacks, which is why I do not participate in them. I feel like they all make it just much more harder, a longer process. They can be more of a headache. And it's like, if something isn't broke, don't try fixing it. Okay. Let me see. A feel-good song that instantly annoys you. Natasha Bedingfield. Pocket full of sunshine. Pocket full of sunshine. It's a no for me as well. It's a no for me as well. Actually, I pulled up the lyrics because back to Sticks and Stones, in her lyrics it says, do what you want, but you're never gonna break me. Sticks and stones are never gonna shake me. Oh. Oh. What? No, you didn't. No, you didn't, Natasha. I got a pocket full of sunshine. I gotta love it. I know that it's all mine. Oh. Take me away. That's how I feel. Take me away from this song, please. And then at one point it got super popular on TikTok, and that's like all I was hearing. It was making me crazy. It was making me crazy. I was not feeling the sunshine. I was not feeling the sunshine. A supposedly relaxing activity that stresses you out. I had to think about it. Laying on a hammock. Have you ever laid on a hammock and saw your life flash before your eyes? Have you ever had a hammock flip on you? Because it's not pretty and it's not fun. Especially when it happens voice. And in fact, there was one, like a mukbang, where the girl's voice sounded very similar to the late Sassy Snacks. And I made a comment about that because I thought it was just wrong. Okay, absolutely wrong. And then within a couple of days, the video and I believe the page got taken down. So just saying, just saying. But I think when you support these sort of pages, you are really harming us, okay? The ones that are actually sitting down, brainstorming ideas, and actually making the ASMR in real time, real life, not just writing what, essentially you would want to see, and then the AI creates it, the computer creates it. That's easy enough, right? So we can all just become writers, we can all just become artists, we can all just become ASMR artists. Where does it end? It should have never began, but where does it end? It ends when people stop supporting this abomination. But anyways, and it's scary because we could never achieve what AI can achieve, right? They can do ASMR on the moon. They can do ASMR on top of a mountain. You can be an alien, you can be a yeti, you can be all sorts of things, right? We could ever do that, right? Okay, next up, an ingredient that ruins a dish for you. Cheese. Cheese, cheese, cheese. I've said it before, I'll say it again. I do not like cheese. I like pizza though, and I like grilled cheese, so I'm okay with certain aspects of cheese, but it has to be like the bare minimum, okay? I don't like pizza that has layers upon layers of cheese either, so it has to be done a certain way. But I don't like Parmesan cheese. I don't like cheese in general, but like the smelly cheese, can't do it. Can't do it. And I'll admit it, like I see a cheese dish and it looks good, it looks appealing. Like I want to do a cheese pull. I want to have that moment. I do, but I don't like the taste. I don't like the taste. And I don't like anything with too much basil. I find that is an herb that can kill a meal real quick. It's a little too abrasive for my taste buds. I think it's because a couple years back, me and my mom were doing like this cabbage basil soup to lose weight. And although we were losing the weight, like it became too much because that was all we were eating, morning, noon, and night. And I would have nightmares about this soup. So I just couldn't do it with the basil. Okay, let's see. A fashion trend that you refuse to get on board with. I can't think of like actual like clothes or anything like that, because at this know that you are. And I have 2 daughters, so they're all about the pimple patches. I've wasted so much money on pimple patches. And I haven't seen one pimple on my youngest daughter. But best believe she's wearing pimple patches. So I don't get it. Also, faux freckles. Like, I get it. Like, I was on that wagon for a bit, but the over excessive freckles, where clearly you don't have that much freckles, it's too much, you know. I know we all want to look like a doll, but like at this point, you're not looking like a cute doll. You're looking like Chucky, and I'm not talking about the Rugrats, okay? But I think like little tiny like beauty marks, that's cute. But full on freckles, no. And then now there's the cap girls. Come on. I don't get it either. I don't get it either. I feel like it just kills your smile. And sometimes when you do too many like tooth gems, that also just like kills your smile. And I've seen some like tooth gems where like there's one at a place, I don't know if it's intentional or not, but I'm gonna say no, because they'll have like 4 in a row and 3 of them are in the right placement, but one is like in a random placement. It's like all you can focus on. Okay, next up, cozy activity that's totally overhyped. Cozy activity that's totally overhyped. I don't know, I would say coloring. Coloring books. I'm probably gonna get a lot of hate, but I have this thing where coloring in anything makes my teeth hurt. It makes my front teeth hurt. That's definitely a me thing. But like too much contact on paper with anything really makes my teeth hurt. It could be a coloring pencil and it could be a marker, and it's gonna do the same thing. Also, committing to a certain color is stressful. It's very stressful. And nowadays, when you're coloring, it's not just coloring it in, it's doing the details. Okay? It's too much for me. But I'm not an artist, so... and also puzzles. Like, I can't handle puzzles. If you're a puzzle person, you're a different type of person. And I wish I was you. either. You know what I mean? And then if a movie has like side quest upon side quest, you've lost me. You have lost me. Beautiful visuals, but even that didn't save it, okay? Because I still couldn't do it. So, yeah, Lord of the Rings. And, a show, The Walking Dead. The Walking Dead, I had to walk away from it for my mental health, to be perfectly honest. I became too attached to these characters that every episode I would have an anxiety attack, thinking that they were going to die next. And there has been so many horrible death scenes, shocking death scenes in that show that every time it literally chipped away at my soul. So I was really contemplating on whether to continue or not, but I just came to the conclusion that like it was better if I didn't continue watching, because it was just so heartbreaking, and it felt like a real death every single time. I feel like that is one of the best shows for character development, but because they're so good at that, you really fall in love with these characters and you feel like they are a part of your family, essentially. And so when they like unexpectedly die, no. For instance, Carol's son, they really worked on his character development, and then they offed him. And everyone was like, what? After all of this, you do this? Anyways, I couldn't do it. My favorite character still is Daryl Dixon, obviously, and I know he has his own show now, which means I could watch the original Walking Dead knowing that, like, he doesn't die. But he's not the only character. That would devastate me if they die, and I've seen all the spoilers, so I know, so I should go back and watch it, because that is one of my beloved shows. It was honestly the show that I started watching when my daughter was born, Nathina, my oldest. I think the show came out in like 2011. No, not 2011. It came out in 2010, yeah. I think it was a year before Nathina was born. So I watched the first season, I believe, on Netflix. Fell in love with it. Sold. Okay. Signed, sealed, delivered. Okay. And yeah, it was such a big part of me for a long time. Big fan. Teenage Witch, the OG. The OG. Okay. Nothing beats the OG. Doug. Doug Funny. Patty Mayonnaise. Come on. Hey Arnold. Helga Pataki. All that. Instant Famous. That was also a Canadian show as well. Loved it. I think at the time the channel was Noggin. I want to say they had like Ghost Riders as well. That was a good one. Michelle Silverstein, Goosebumps, the OG show, as well as the books. Are You Afraid of the Dark? Yeah. And then Kooshlings. I loved Kooshlings. It was a toy. I collected them. I still think that they're great. Hit Clips. If you know, you know. Hit Clips, okay? That was like the first AirPod. It was like, they almost look like Switch cards. And you would pop them into like this little device where it played that one song. Like every card was just one song. And you would put it on your hip, but it was called Hit Clips because it was a hit. Caboodles, like Caboodles makeup, so good, so good. They had the best cream eyeshadows, the best. A weather hot take. I can't stand the summer. I can't stand the summer. God, gonna take me away. I've said it before, like I love that I live in CT because we get all 4 seasons. I could not do tropical weather, and I'm Puerto Rican, but I could not do tropical weather. I do not like the beach. If you're inviting me to the beach, we're not friends. Who are you? Because you clearly don't know me. And if you suggest we should go on a vacation to a tropical location, it's not happening. It's not happening. I don't want to roll around in the sand. I do not want to wear a bikini, and I don't want to get a tan. I already got one. I'm good. I do not want to bask in the sun. None of it. None of it. And I don't know how to swim either, so it's like I don't want to go in the water either. I know. I would make a lousy friend. Those are things that you like to do. I also don't like to travel in general, so it would take a lot for me to go anywhere. Yeah. A movie that everyone loves that you thought was just okay. Avatar. I watched it, the first one. I don't like the second one either, but like I really don't like the second one. But I watched the first one, and like my mom, she was in a whole new world. Like this was everything to her. And I guess like at the time it was ahead of its time. have all of my Harmless